Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We have decided to separate the vlog from the update, and so that we could go ahead and just post the update now. We shared some news. We shared that we got some not so great news a couple weeks ago, and we finally have more clarification on it, and we got results back on Friday, which was just a few days ago, and we have had a moment to sit down and actually talk about it and discuss what we wanted to share. So that's what today's video is going to be about.
2.5 weeks ago, we received some news from and about a family member of ours, of mine. And we have, it was like we mentioned the word devastating. It was devastating. It was a horrible blow. Never experienced anything like this before. Me, I haven't. And it was going to change everything. So the person told us that they were diagnosed with, picture the worst diagnosis you could get, just about. And that's what it was. And so we were crushed, and we were, at that point, there was so much unknown, and we didn't know. They said that they were went to the doctor, and the doctor said they were, 90 to 95% sure it was this diagnosis. And they said, I'd be shocked if it wasn't. I've been doing this, 20, 30 years. I've seen thousands of patients. This is what it is. And the treatment for it was going to be surgery. They were going to remove it, and the recovery was going to be about 6 weeks, and we just didn't know what the future was going to hold for our family. So we started making plans, and it was a hard 2 weeks for us emotionally.
Yeah, the problem that we did was we were in the middle of vlogging when we found out the news.
Yes.
It was halfway through a vlog, so we still had half a week of vlogging left to do, and we felt like you could tell a difference in how we acted in the vlog after that, so we felt like we should address that there is something up, and we'll explain later what it is. And I think our problem is that we tend to overshare.
Mm-hmm.
I have always had that problem throughout my whole life of oversharing. Anyone who's really close to me knows that I overshare, and looking back on it, I wish we had just kept it to ourselves. And I think moving forward, we're going to be more private when it comes to stuff like that. I think we were just in a weird mindset, and from the very first video, we shared as much as we felt comfortable sharing, but also at the time, we weren't 100% sure what it was. We knew that a week from when we found out, and when we had posted that first vlog, that a week from there, we were going to have a biopsy that would get more information. Did the biopsy.
Mm-hmm.
Before they did the biopsy, the doctor walked in because they did a second PET scan before the biopsy, and he walked in and immediately said, once again, this is what it is. I'm 99% sure this is what it is. I'd be shocked, blah, blah, blah. And then we were told that we'd get results back in 4 days. That turned into a week, which would have been this past Friday that we actually found out the results. So it didn't leave us enough time to give a in-depth update of what we were dealing with. And then
and during that whole 2 week time, we didn't feel like vlogging. That's what we said in our last video. The reason we didn't have a normal regular Sunday vlog is because it was sad. It was just a sad week. It was a sad week before that. It was a sad week during it, because we didn't know what was going to happen, and we were just preparing for the worst. And so there was nothing really happy to vlog about, or that we just didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like writing. I didn't feel like posting. We didn't feel like doing anything. But life goes on. So our mindset was, well, we should post something. We shouldn't show up empty-handed because we made a commitment to post every Sunday to YouTube now. So we were like, let's just do a quick update, upload it, and then say we'll be back next Sunday. Because at that point we had heard the good news that it wasn't the diagnosis that we thought it was, which was just like life-changing all over again. Someone literally just knocked on the door selling gutters, so I had to get that real quick. So basically it's been an emotional 2 weeks. It's been a whirlwind. Personally, it was very rough for me, and didn't get much sleep every night. There would be times where I would randomly just break down crying, thinking about the future, even though we didn't know the future, which was, someone mentioned last night on Vino and Vent, they called it anticipatory grief. Just like anticipating what's to come. So I think that's what I was experiencing. I think our problem was, like that PJ said, we just shared too much before we knew, and that was our fault. That was our mistake. I think we should have just kept it to ourselves. We just tend to share everything with our YouTube, specifically with our YouTube community, and I think going forward, we're just going to keep things a little tighter to the chest. And
well, one person commented about what we should have done is like processed everything, gathered all the information, and then later, if we felt like talking about it, talked about it once we knew all the information. I wish we had done that. I wish we had kind of just kept it to ourselves. I think we felt very vulnerable in the moment when we shared it, and I don't know, but ultimately we received news that we were sad about. We were told that it was one thing. Once we got the biopsy back, it turned out to not be the one thing, but we at this point still don't know what it is. Moving forward, we're not going to share any more about this.
No.
But it is what it is, and we shared what we shared because we, at the time, we felt like we wanted to, and then I don't know.
I think we just thought there was no hiding it, because again, it was going to be life-changing. I mean, it's like the most important person in our lives. You guys have seen this person many times in our videos, so it was going to be
yeah, I mean, it would have meant that we would stop vlogging, we would have stopped doing a lot of things, but things didn't turn out the way that we thought they were going to be.
Thank
We
goodness.
still are waiting for more updates, but
yeah. So I feel like that covers it. That covers what the issue was that we were discussing. That covers our short 3-minute update video that we shared. And I think that's it.
Yep, so that's it. Basically, we ultimately received great news, and we are so thankful and happy to get the news that we got. We still have a lot of questions. We don't know exactly what we're dealing with, but definitely in a better place now, knowing that it's not this one specific thing. Moving forward, I think it's just best that we keep it private, and especially since we don't really know what we're dealing with. But we try to be an open book and share as much as we can, and it's all in good intentions, and we just like sharing our lives with you guys. So I hope that answers a lot of your questions. We plan on going back to our regular schedule of posting on Sundays and doing our vlogs on Sundays, and our goal this year is to post every Sunday. So that was the whole reason why we posted this Sunday, even though we didn't really have anything to post. And moving forward, hopefully we make that goal of every Sunday. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day, and sorry for anyone who may have felt upset with how we handled the information that we had at the time and what we shared and didn't share. Just know that it all came from a place of wanting to share as much as we could at the time, and maybe oversharing a little bit too. So until next time.
Bye, guys.